Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome. I hope you've been having a wonderful day. We are going after Craig today. Alright, so if you want to go back to the dad book, I'll load up this one. Daddy. And we're going after Craig. Sub 6 minute mile. I made a mistake. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I was like, this is gonna take a little bit longer. I can quickly finish my chicken sandwich. No, I could not. But I hope everybody has been having a great evening and a great day. Oh, it's been a wild Tuesday, but hopefully it's gonna get better. Hello, Avi. I hope you're having a nice day. We are going after best sports dad ever. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. My mouse. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor, let's catch up like old times. A couple minutes pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang out. Might be a little different from the old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun. I think for a few moments, this could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages and he logs off to prep for the game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Manda Panda! I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece. What you working on? Just a collage for some class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? Craig invited us to a softball game. Want to go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear, and then you took me to the first game and then someone hit the ball towards me and I just ran off the field crying? And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up? Yep. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball. So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up, looks me dead in the eye, determined. I'm finally ready to face my fears. Let's do it. I love Amanda. Amanda and I make the short drive to the local softball field. For a kid's softball, it's pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats in the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere. So when do the kids start crying and running off the field? You know that your relationship with softball is very different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right? Okay, but if I don't see some kid cry, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. Look at him! The game starts and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks along the field. I guess that's the mascot. Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks?
Oh, man.
Choke up on the bat, Miranda. Yeah, Miranda, square up! And how much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard, despite their names. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic. Also an eye on the... Oh my god, he said eye on the bat. And the outfield, and the other players. Just keep your eye on all this stuff simultaneously. Nice. We're watching a couple of innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig's training his team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with kids. Can't stand Craig is good with kids. Whoa. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball, and how no one is running off the field crying yet. Amanda, dear, you have to let it go. Not let go. I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up to bat. They hit a fly ball out into center field. The tiny girl tries to get under the ball and misses her glove, and it hits her straight in the forehead. See, it's a completely justifiable fear. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checks her forehead, and comforts her until her parents arrive. He carries her off the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit, and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up at this point. I see one outfielder eating a fistful of grass. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... Oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no, 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 no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. Oh my god, please tell me I got hit in the forehead. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball. You saved me. I caught the ball, Dad. I caught the ball. You did it, Amanda. I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. Great job, everyone. We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Thanks. We've been working hard all season. Great to see it paying off, and I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Brer and Hazel? Hello. Hey, killer playing out there. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. You guys are twins, right? Huh? So, which one of you's the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. Good looking out. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all our math tests. I usually throw rocks at stuff when people get mad. I tell them it's Brer. What? We will talk about this later. Phantom bro. I just got a couple more things to clean up and then we can hang. Sounds good. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Oh, not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team out to pizza. Oh, I don't know if I can. Oh, nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration would we have without our fearless leader? She lays a hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look. Alright. Is it cool if my bro comes along? Mom looks slightly put out, but covers it with a smile. Of course. Where are we going? Thirsty pizza? Oh my gosh, Thirsty Pizza? What? What? It's a real place. I love her. Endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into the local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember when we used to just fold whole pizzas in half and then put taco filling inside? Ah, Picazzos. Could never forget. How did we survive college? Our bodies were young back then. More elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. Ah, the good old days. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy, not grassy food. Oh my gosh. Amanda and I jump on a couple slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a piece of that. No, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salads here. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad! A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Oh, Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left, and I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, I guess, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly. Thank you so much, dude. Yep, Craig holds out his fist for a fist bump from the mom, and what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Oh my goodness. We're tag teaming. I give Amanda another knowing look, and she hits me back with a nod. She understands. Amanda puts her hand, oh my god, puts a hand on her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza. Oh no, sweetie, you're not gonna projectile vomit everywhere, are you? Yeah, I think I'm gonna projectile vomit everywhere right now. The world's projectile vomit, and right now usually seems to get everybody to clear out, but Martha's not budging. And back up, Martha, you're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning, and I'm feeling pretty acidic. You'll be fine. Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con is going sideways. I should have known that a mom of all people would know the fake puke scam. Yeah, well, I guess it went away. Fine now. Nothing's wrong. She turns her back on me and talks to Craig. So, I'm taking Hazel and Brer tonight for the sleepover. Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You keep them out of trouble, right? Oh, of course, but I could always use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything. Wow, this lady is really going for the gold. Actually, it'd be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine. I swear if we have to buy it. Martha storms off towards her child. She seems nice. Yeah, team's one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens. Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Whew, finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh? Only on days like today, I hope. Dad! Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? Hi, thank you for the follow. Metallic Substruck. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We told... I've lost my voice now. We told Arena, oh my gosh, Arani's dad that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help. Oh, man. Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad... Greg looks at me like a hurt puppy. Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughter, and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. Definitely wasn't like this in college. Well, I feel like we might be a third wheel here. There's a worse place than an arcade to be left on your own devices. You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball? You know it. Amanda and I pull up to the machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets a multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good. Don't patronize me. Hey, just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score. I feel honored just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together. Please don't lean on my things. That's so interesting. Do you know if he's, like, available? Honestly, I don't know if I could say. Seriously, you're gonna make a tilt. Because it seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it would be great if he... Lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. You stone harpy. What? I said, I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth. If I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. Amanda.
Hey.
Bro, what's going on? Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck here for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. Ooh. Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. Oh, not at all, dude. It's good to finally be able to get you all to myself for a second. River burps. Well, almost all to myself. Hold up. Greg walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch? This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of an empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange. You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking at my keg-stand Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand. It was a feat of discipline, bro, trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin. Talking about softball first. So, softball coach the life you wanted, or is that the life that was thrust upon you? I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Brer and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them into sports. But no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. I'm worried there'd be a riot if I quit. I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats. They're quick and they work as a team. I've trained them too well. They'd take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex. Exactly. We're gonna talk about the kids. Can't believe you're a father of 3. Hi, Toby. Neither can I, you know? I'm an indecisive person. Yes, you are an indecisive person, Toby. Why are you yelling? Hi. You don't need my attention. You really don't. Come here. Come here. If you're coming up, you're coming up. Come on. Come on. 1 second. Toby, come here. Be mad, but you want to come up, and you keep complaining. You keep yelling. There we go. We'll see how well this works. You switched your major 4 times. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. But raising kids, when Brer and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the times I had spent trying to figure things out to lead to them. That's not for you. There, it's out of the way. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing to ever happen. Hi, thank you for the follow, Promised Washu? Washo? I am 99% sure I butchered that, and I apologize immensely. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, though. My cat is being a menace, so if I stop reading, it's most likely because he's trying to break something and crawl on my desk, because that's what he's doing right now. You know better. Alright, where was I? It was the best thing that could ever happen to me. It could be the only thing that's ever happened to me. I would still be proud of the life I've lived. We're gonna talk about business. So, you run a business now. Yep, we sell fitness gear. Import and exports mostly. But we're coming up with our own line of, athleisure soon? I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, well, you know, sweating. But sounds like he'd make a killing. If you ever need athletic gear, I've got your back. You could sponsor me. I'd wrap your athleisure. What are you doing? He's just rubbing on my poor microphone and pushing it further and further away from me. You want to go down? Want to go down? I don't know what he wants. He wants something. I guess I'll move my microphone up more. Whoop! He took the whole microphone with him. I have it on an arm, and all of a sudden it just went whoosh way to the left. Alright, back to business. I'll wrap your athleisure wearband while I mow my lawn. That is the glamorous lifestyle we cater to, yes? But it's nice out here. Quiet. Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh? Christ, Janet. Damn it, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just not interested. Well, what are you interested in? Peace and quiet. That's hot. Hot silence. My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday. But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time. Hi, thank you for the follow, lonely sales lady. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. And I felt so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear ya. So, the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. It's softballs don't get hit on by moms. A wise man once said that. He didn't appreciate my joke. I'm scared. I'm quoting myself. Copyright. Thanks, dude. While I'm distracted, I missed the softball and... Yep, there we go. Hits me right in the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along. Oh, sorry, dude. Greg runs over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second. Craig spends a moment examining my head. It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better. You would be so lucky. I mean, I feel like I've earned it at this point. Waiting all day to hang out with you. Well... We got a good one. Craig leans in and kisses my forehead. Walk it off, champ. Are the lights in this softball field really this hot, or is it just me? I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh? I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry things are so... You get older and life gets in the way, huh? We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter? Bro. How could I forget? You and me hopped over the concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll. And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had to talk to them for 30 minutes. You told them that you were interested in joining the academy. Hey, and then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars, Craig pulls me in for a hug. Or at least as much as we can manage with the baby between us. Never enough time, eh? Guess not. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang soon, yeah? I'd like that. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand. Burning the midnight art oil? Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles. Do the sharks lip sync or the shark hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made. Thanks. I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs, just one corner is a giant pile of cash. In the other, it's... Amanda, is that me? Yep. Whole thing is about my goals for the future. And those are basically just to sit in a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening. Dad. You did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah, dude. The softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice? Dare I say, parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of the late night television for me, alright? I'll let them know you say hey. I love Amanda, she's so freaking cute. Date complete. Probably an A. I don't think S class. Ooh.
Performance for sure. Welcome. You've got dads.
Oop. Hold on. We got a message from our boy. Hey, Phantom. What are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker, I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. Oh, no. I get that. Anyways, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. We're gonna go lose that money. Don't trust gas station egg sandwiches. Matt invites me over to poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. Never really high stakes. Ooh, we got a good group. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Mr. Cultman. Mr. Joseph. Vance, I'm glad you could make it. So am I. Oh my gosh. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Greg's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I am well aware Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? We're telling the truth. I'm still terrible at poker. My tell is sustained childlike giggle. There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my thing. I am giving back to the community. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs in blanket? Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Everybody laughs. Let's get the game going. We all take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. First couple of rounds go by easy. As I'm getting the hang of things, it is obvious that Craig is running the show around here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just gotta start getting a feel for everybody's style. Like, Matt will scratch his ear. Hey. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now, wait a second. And I think you just loudly announced to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. See? You can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, that man is an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah.
Nice.
What, are you a drug dealer now? Yeah, what do you need? Horse? Speed? Johnny's? I don't fucking know. I don't do drugs. I don't know drugs. I can get you the street stuff easy. But if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and flavor called. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow. But someday. I don't actually really. I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you've got the coins, I've got the goods. I've, like, lost my voices for all of them. I can't get my voice to do what I want it to for him. I can do it a little bit for some characters, but for Robert right now, cannot do it. I dropped my phone in the toilet, and this is the backup until I can get the replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in blankets. Pigs in blankets? I don't know, but they're good. I think they might be cheese in them, too. Ugh. I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Brer and Hazel are a handful to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poops and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her for her birthday, so she's grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real babies and the fake babies. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walked in on her after she tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanic works. But then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Big poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have a poop doll story? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand, and we quickly forget about poop. We're running out of pigs and blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. Actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We could sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd happily give it to you guys. I can see it now. Here's the kale chips. I fucking love that. That is a good fucking pun. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out in San Diego. I fucking love Pierce the Veil. We all look at Matt confused. It's, maybe not any of your wheelhouses. How is the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. Toying with the idea of hiring another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate. If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and has taken to tidying up, refusing to any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn in this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I've got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if it makes it interesting. None of these penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turned 21, but I'm willing to put it up for collateral. Ah, now you're talking my language. He throws the keys of his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope! Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, Bry Guy. Are you sure you wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips at his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put his old workhorse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation. At time of his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. But it didn't last long, though. You still have great biceps. Don't you say that, Robert. I lost everything in an old game of Pai Gao in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Money, clothes, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near the Zawu Park and had to make my own life new from there. Took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, loved deeper than I ever had, and lost it many times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Oh my fucking god, Robert. Robert produces the deed of his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. All I have and all I am. You prepared to go the distance? Craig wipes the sweat off his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I fold. Everyone erupts. Fine, fine. The whiskey is yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys? Next week. You got it. I'll be there. Heck yeah! This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Phantom. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways.
Welcome. You've got dads.
We had a good poker night. That was good. Now on to date number 2. I really want to get some good quality time with Greg. Last time we hung out, he was so busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms that I feel like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm going to be as embarrassed as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. No chance. Zero. Zip. Nothing. No chance. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey man, been training on my running game. Ready for a round 2? Greg responds almost immediately. Dude, of course, emojis. I don't know how that works. Another message pops up in my inbox from Greg. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity, brunch. I type back. Brunch? What's that? You run, and then you get brunch. All right. That's so dumb. I love it, though. Craig and I agree on a time to meet in the morning, and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. So, we doing pizza tonight? Again? Can't we do, like, a salad night? Dad, are you on a healthy kick? Not yet. I formed the committee to examine the possibilities of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. Dad, if you go on a health kick, then you have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof. Then I have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that. The committee's still out. The committee isn't back with its findings yet. This is a multi-year assessment on several bureaucratic levels. Well, Amanda picks up the phone and stares at me, unblinking as she dials. Hi, yes, can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese, and tomatoes? And a couple of the garlic sauce cups. Amanda, you're going a little north here. Oh, right. Can you maybe throw some leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick. Yeah, Rico, I know, it's tragic. Amanda listens for a second. Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad? Oregano is not a salad. Can't blame me for trying. Nah, Rico, I talked to my dad. We'll just go with the meat lover's fantasy. Sure. Say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered and we plop down on the couch to eat some za. Just be careful, running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First you go through a couple light jogs, and before you know it, you're converting the garage into a home gym and renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivery service. Kombucha. Question. Shoot! What's kombucha? Okay, so you aren't too far gone yet. I'm just trying to give you a hard time, Pops. I'm really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I want to keep you around for as long as possible. Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Greg tomorrow. You gonna be able to keep up with him? Hey. Probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza than is probably healthy for the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early so that I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first start running in the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that I'm a few sessions in, it admittedly has become a little bit easier, despite it always ending with me dry heaving over a trash can. That what runner's high is? Just dry heaving? I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from the Writers' Summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out the door at a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with River strapped to his chest. He's dressed up head to toe in color-coordinating running gear. Wow, I look like a total schleb next to this guy. Hey, bro. Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us? Best as she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Ooh. Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear. That's Arnold the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She would throw a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. You been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete at this point. We'll try and keep up. So where are we heading? I was thinking that we could do a couple laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Then we'll do some high hill climbs up the slope. Okay, I can probably handle that. And then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. I'm suddenly struck with an overwhelming need to crawl back into bed. Does that sound okay to you? I usually like to throw in some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you because you're a beginner. Sounds like something I'm able to physically do. Great, let's get started. Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings. Aside from birds chirping and River gargling away in her stroller, it's pretty quiet. Alright, good warm-up. That was a warm-up?
Hey.
Let's start the show.
Hey.
But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but didn't drop it. You gotta hydrate, bro. I take a long drink from the water bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I don't drink enough water. Mood. Biggest of moods. Hey. I look down and pick up Arnold, River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this. Thanks for looking out, bro.
Nice.
Oh! I think I know what happens. I think I've watched this part. I think she drops it and we have to go find it. Yeah! Finally finish our however many 10th laps around the park. I'm breathing heavily. Can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little better. I look down at my shirt and I noticed I'm drenched in sweat. Almost like a frowny face. That's one. What?
Bro.
I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. Really impressed. You're way better than last time I launched you off a treadmill. Yeah, man, you really pushed me to my limits just now. Can't believe I held on. Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you and do your absolute best. Glad I could be that guy, bro. Who's ready for hill climbs? Blah. There's my little cheerleader. Phantom, you ready? You bet. Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where there's a steep hill that seems to go on forever. I strain my eyes to see some of the other joggers at the top. So, what do we do now? We run up that thing. That looks like a lot. Phantom, there's two things you need to know about this hill. One, don't stop running until you get to the top. And two, Craig points to the top of the hill. That's not the top. Let's do this. Finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over onto my knees and gasp for air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. Oop. River, I'm having a moment, please. Oh boy. Greg looks like he's taking a beating as well. So he is human. Yep, Phantom, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. I do as Craig says. It feels a little better. I'm still in agony. And here, Craig tosses me the water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude. Phenomenal work. Feel that lightness in your head? That is a runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought it was, dying. You want to take it slow for a bit? I would like that very much. As we're catching our breaths, River starts crying. What's wrong, sweet pea? Don't want to play with Arnold? Greg looks around us. Oh boy, man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing. I've abandoned my child. The toy? We gotta find him, dude. Should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River having it at the bottom of the hill. So Craig and I jogged down the path, searching high and low for this stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me as a large rodent native to South America. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is the perfect case, the prime case for a world-renowned detective figment. Dude, it's time for a bro adventure. Bro-venture? We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads. So it looks like there's a couple more places to check, and some bros around here we can interrogate. Sounds good? Wait, who's good cop and who's bad cop? I think about it for a second. Well, I think with your stature and overall resilience, you would make an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you have an adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edge a bit. All valid points. I think you would make a good cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show, so you have the potential to be a scary bad cop. I don't want to have to watch Meat Hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercial in between. And they're loud. The commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me about buying wiper fluid and stuff. Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment. Smart. So, where to, Protective? To the field. We wander out to the grassy field at the center of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see, but there's a few figures camping on a blanket. And the grass could hold a number of secrets. Oh, Mats and Carmencita. We're gonna look for clues first. We carefully comb through the field of grass and flowers. I can't seem to find much beside a couple of ladybugs and a nickel. While I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the field. Phantom!
Oh, man.
I jog over. Craig is kneeling in the grass, inspecting something. I approach, my heart in my throat. I lean over Craig to see it. This is Arnold's leg. I put my hand over River's eyes. Nobody should be subjected to this senseless violence. My God, who or what would do this? I don't know, but now I think we might be dealing with something bigger. I can't look anymore. I turn around, trying to wipe the image of the stuffing strewn across the ground for the moment. Running out of time. It may already be too late. Bag and tag it, let's keep moving. We maneuver back to the field. We are gonna go see Matt and Carmencita. Well, let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmencita spot us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog over. Hey, dudes. Hey, bro. We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves? We have apple slices. Thank you very much, tiny bro, but I should be fine. You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm a perfect picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, Phantom. Should you say you haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here, have you? What's a capybara? The large rodent that's native to South America. Wait a second. How do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have hands-on experience with one recently, have you? We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is. Oh my God. What if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly check my body for any Polaroids that might have kept on my person to remind me who I trust and who not to trust. I saw mementos once, and I was pretty sure that's how it worked. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, Phantom. Don't let them win. I shake off the thought. I saw a couple of squirrels over there by the tree, though. I don't know if that helps you if you want to see some cute squirrels, but you should definitely check it out. Thanks for the squirrel tip, Carmencita. Well, we better get moving. Gotta find this capybara before River has a breakdown. Good luck. Let me get some apples for the road, though. Carmencita hooks me up with some road slices, and we're on our way. We maneuver back to the field. We're gonna go check out the squirrels. Where did the suspect... Oh, the tree. Ah, there they are. I love it how the hearts were off screen. Carmencita was telling the truth. Those are some rad squirrels. River seems to be happy. That may have bought us some extra time. We maneuver back to the field. We're going to another part of the park. We're gonna go to the playground. We make our way over to the playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids are playing on the gym while parents watch in the nearby benches. Over the bench, I see a familiar face. We're gonna look for clues. Craig and I, 2 grown adults, walk into the playground and begin examining for meticulous clues. There's no forensic evidence here, no stray capybara hairs at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave awkwardly as we slink away. Let's see what Joseph's up to. We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book. Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, I didn't think I'd see the 2 of you out here. Phantom, are you exercising? Sure am. You know me, I just love to run and be healthy. That's kind of my whole thing. What are you reading? Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying.
Lawrence of Arabia.
For boats, boat ropes. Sure, Joseph. Sure. Right. Hey, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here, huh? What's a capybara?
Nice.
Large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. Haven't seen one of those around. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here?
Hey.
Joseph looks around.
Oh, McDonald.
Old MacDonald. They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park. Do you know where they could have run off to? They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they've always come back. Alright, thanks for the help, Joseph. I'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes! Sure. What about Arnold? Maybe if we have a little swing, it'll calm River down. Might buy us some more time. You're right, she's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of not being able to find Arnold. Life is cruel. We have to swing. We push her and swing. I realize I'm stuck. River loves that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing, and we decide to get back to the investigation. Head back to the playground. I deduct that we go to the forest. We make our way to the outskirts of the park. There's a couple of benches by dense tree lines. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This seems like the perfect little patch for clues. We're gonna ask Robert. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to his bench. Hey, Rob. Don't call me that. Okay. Hi, Robert. Don't call me that either. All right, husband. Okay. Hey, buddy. What are you up to? Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 or 3 hours of brooding per day, filling the quotas. Have you by chance seen a small stuffed capybara around? Capybara is a large rodent native to South America. I know. So have you seen one? A stuffed one, not a real one. That would be weird. Come on, Robert. The sooner you tell us what you know, the sooner we can get you back to your brooding. Bad cop time, Robert. If you don't help us, I'm gonna put you in a headlock. Is that a threat or a promise?
I don't know.
Oh, slow down.
Oh.
Back off. Alright, let's go look for clues real quick. We searched through the outskirts hoping to find him. There's a couple of cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hot spot for the edgy teens, who hang out at night and swear and stuff. But it doesn't look like any recent activity might be capybara related. Might be a dead end, partner. We walk over to the bench. What now? I'm gonna be bad cop.
Really?
I told you I haven't seen a capybara. What's your damage? Darn again. We return to the woods. Let's go back to the playground. We're gonna try to Head back to the playground. She was done with that. Okay, let's see what Joseph's up to. Jog over to Joseph. Do you know where they have gone? They're kids. They get into mischief. That sounds suspicious. Mischief, you say? Wait, am I being interrogated? No. Doing our due diligence, Joseph. Arnold means a lot to River here. I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I imagine they have ears on the grounds of the latest playground drama. They might have somewhere around the woods. Thank you, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your boat ropes. Head back to the playground. Alright. Back to the woods. Joseph's twins must be around here. Time to grill him again. We walk over to his bench. What is it? Gonna threaten you. Crap. Really? Okay. Joseph said his twins were around here or something, but I have no idea how we're supposed to find them. Wait, those creepy kids? Why didn't you tell me they had something to do with this? Maybe I should have left the good cop, bad cop pros to the pros. Yeah, Robert, bro, do you know where they are? I do. A lot of people underestimate the sense of a man who's brooding. I saw them lurking around here a little while ago. Where'd they go? Ran into the woods. I'd be careful though, I don't trust them. But then again, I don't trust anyone. Not even you guys. Not even that baby. I take that back. You're an old soul, kiddo. Thanks for your help, Robert. And away we fly.
Nice.
No! Ugh. Gotta take her home. No! We didn't do it. Head back to the cul-de-sac alone and head to the house. God, I'm ready to take a shower, have a gallon of water, and nap. I bet Amanda's still asleep. I crack open her door and find her on bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning. Afternoon, actually. Right. How was brunch? Well, we had a good time with the run part, but didn't make it to the rest of the portmanteau. Huh? The brunch. We didn't even make it to brunch. Somehow we lost River's toy capybara on our run. Capybara is... Dad, don't patronize me about giant rodents. I know. Sorry. Anyways, we figured that Joseph's creepy twins had something, and we never got to the bottom of it. Though the run went well, though, I was a little worried about your endurance. Yeah, it was rough at first, but it ended up being a piece of cake. I actually feel pretty My legs give out. I find myself on the floor in the hallway. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. You take your time getting up. Alright, I was expecting a D. But I'll take a C.
Welcome.
One more date. Oh, Craig wants to talk to me. He wants to... Hello, Amanda's dad. Oh, that's not good. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. I have a nice and smart children who are good at computers. Man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. Strong. I am strong. Don't I know it? Say, I've been reading about your whey protein. You use that at all? I figured it'd help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party, and they wanted to invite Amanda because they can't find her on here. You are also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Oops, that was very loud. I apologize. Oh, I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. That was totally, probably Brer. Brer or Hazel. Oh, not me stuff. Coffee time! You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work a few word jumbles as I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gotta tackle it head on. I have a Toby yelling at me again. Yeah, you yelling. Have that belly. Oh. Now, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna go do today? That thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you that I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over. You don't even read them. Hi. Wait, no, that's not what I'm here about. Oh my gosh, you're gonna rip the... Toby won't leave me alone. It's a tea party, Dad. He's caught on all of my cords and does not care. He just keeps going underneath and grabbing a random cord. This time he went for my mouse cord. No, I don't remember that. Craig's kids? That hand-drawn invitation? Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation. On it, the sheet of computer paper inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside. I can go outside in sweatpants, nothing's stopping me. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. We're gonna put on some outside pants. Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best to bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a courtesy. Toby, why must you be a menace? He's just mad because I got home late today and he didn't get any cuddles on the couch time. This way, please. Rare and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. What are you doing, child? Come here. Here. You're gonna act like that. Come here. Rare and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals. Matt and his daughter Carmencita are here as well. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup to me. Hey, dude. How's the tea? Oh, the imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. Taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad? Please have a seat. We sit down between Amanda and Matt. Oh my gosh, child. Sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair. Hi, everyone. Turn to see Daisy and Brian entering the backyard to take seats next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on my going outside pants. Yeah, Amanda? Amanda gives me a knowing look and I return it with an obliging wink. She rolls her eyes. Is that really something your daughter had to pressure you into, Brian? I give Amanda another, even more exaggerated wink. She rolls her eyes even harder. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to come have some tea. Some high tea. Now, if you'll all put on your designated tiaras. There are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plate. Except for Brian's. He has a softball helmet. Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is gonna fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it. Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on the top of his head, but it immediately tumbles off and into the bushes. Toby is just shoving my microphone away from me. I'll get that later. Hey, everyone. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been, seeping for a while now. Awesome. Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me. That's me. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Absolutely fluorescent for tea. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my tea with Matt's and take a sip. Good lemonade. It's tea. Right. Very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who is enjoying her tea. Oh my gosh, child. Ugh. He's knocking shit over. Child, why do you have to be like this? You're gonna sit. He's knocking cards and papers off of my desk. There you go. Much better. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. Yeah, you done sitting on my lap because I got mad at you? Because you made a mess? He a menace. She takes a dainty bite of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear. But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, and I have, like, a really cool sword. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be a rock star princess. I'm also a space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I've changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that would make me... Oh my gosh, a rude boy History Channel princess. I'm a ruler of all I survey. And what I survey is a 10-hour marathon of cupcake storage wars. I don't think I've seen that one. Oh my gosh. A squad of professional bakers bid on an empty storage unit, and they have to bake 1,000 cupcakes using only ingredients in the storage unit. That sounds terrible. Oh, it is. Hey everyone, CrossFit Princess here. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the Princess Uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a while longer, and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rock star warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was just like yesterday when I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita actually made me brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop. Pitfall? Your custom blends are amazing. The hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice. Aw, thanks. Really nice the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community. We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know? Aww. I didn't even realize, and I don't even think Amanda does either. But I guess they're right. All of the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud dad cry at this party, Phantom. I brought extra word jumbles if anyone wants to kill some time while the girls play. Fuck yeah, we do. Day rolls on and the girls get all tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables and head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Oh. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, History Channel Princess. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too, I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids all simultaneously who want your attention, and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way, but also in kind of a scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is it because you feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? I corrupted her, Dad. She's secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. Pay your bills early. Tick number 3. Shape with the grain. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. We're gonna go camping! He always stays so busy with work and with the kids, but it's good to know that we'll be able to spend some time just relaxing together with nature. Since our run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out. But the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food. So I double-check to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the midst of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. You're ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? It only seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all my camera equipment. Lenses, tripods, flash, all that. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Ooh, what's the series about? One of those internet series where I reimagined Disney princesses as the founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods. Out there in nature, you know? Roughing it, just me and Mother Nature. Old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna have any signal out there. You won't be able to text or call at all. It's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple of days without constant updates on who got voted off the island. Of international haunted house hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it to the door next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dad Tron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep in the tub with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you ask nicely. Fine, promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Such a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Ooh, he's so happy. Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. Guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on her way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get going. I thought he just said my stylish. This is my car. Oh no. What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that somebody is going to go break into your house and cold press the carrots? No, it's just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all of your worries and blend them into a pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had in my place was a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenic workout. You want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick stack of CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. Oh my gosh. I get to the end of the case to find in the very last slot a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kegstand's Mega Mix Volume 1. Made it for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough we're both happily scream-singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite. Ah, Carl, the third roommate. He brought that dog home one night and couldn't pry you two apart. We spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. Ari was so suspicious of us but couldn't prove anything. Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. Hour flies by as we belt out tunes that of whatever non-existent key our voice registers in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. Feels good to be back out here. Real good. We park our car at the entrance of a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks. There it is. Otherwise, I'd be dreading all this hiking that was about to happen. Greg looks intently at his phone. Everything all right? Yep. Just have to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in the tall trees and animals' chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. But what if there's a problem? Look, Craig, we all know that you really want. If you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. Ah, he didn't like that answer. We keep marching down the trail. It seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We'll find another campground that gets good cell reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring up all sort of worst case scenarios. Like, what if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I'd have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away. No matter how old your kids are, you just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Greg doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. I don't remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and focus on ourselves on this little trip. No distractions, no self-service, just two dads relaxing in the woods. Craig looks me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no self-service, just two dads relaxing in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we are the only people here. Can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but we'll be able to survive. I dumped the bag of fabric and poles on the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After about 20 minutes of struggling like people with bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles that of a tent. What a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment and admire our handiwork. Bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our bevs, for we hold domination over this land. Verily, look at our camping chairs, from which we are gonna sit on. So what's next on our camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way I'm sure we could go hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble around, taking our time to chant and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? Look over where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. Contours is perfect. It even has a back dimple. I thought we were gonna have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Bad butt joke. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I snicker now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh of our awful jokes. Best part about this is there's no daughters here to tell us that our jokes are bad. We high-five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here. Everything seems more or less familiar. We point out our old landmarks that we remembered back in our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Yes! Cresting over the hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. And in front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into the river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place we go to investigate. Old waterfall. It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off it like in the old days? Ha! This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb right up over here. We didn't bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins to take his clothes off. Ooh, ooh. We're gonna look at Craig's butt. I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away blushing. You coming or what? I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I'm finishing my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. No big deal. Ooh, we're gonna put on a show. The clothes are coming off, then it's on somebody's birthday. Craig gives me a wolf whistle. Aw, he had a better one he wanted, dang. I turn and give my booty a good spank. That one's for you, big boy. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile of Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do, and offers me a hand to get up. At the top, we look out over the cliff and onto the tiny lake. It seems so much higher than from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts like this in college, and I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping it wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think. Just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Whoa. He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think. Just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rocks. Water looks so far away. Don't think. Just... I run off the edge, trying my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rated that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splashed water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. Giving me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in a corner. I'm gonna dunk him, lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water. Hey! Drop him down for a splash. He bounces back out of the water. My turn. Oh no. It seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me for his clearly superior muscles, and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated. You think I did all those push-ups, pull-ups, so I could look good in my shirt off? Nah, bro. These arm cannons are dad launchers. Yes! Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands, and there is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? Race it to the top! We run all the way up to the top of the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? Fuck yeah. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop in the water. Oh man, this is fun. Got one more in you? Yes. Live for danger. I feel like I'm gonna get hurt. One of us is gonna get hurt. Take us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps to the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. I should go back before it gets too dark. You're right. Should probably head back. We go put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get the fire going in no time. We can dry off and get dinner going. Soaking wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes and tinfoil. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. Craig train is pulled into the relaxation station and I am your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember his entire sophomore year diet consisting of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and having trouble believing that the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling out things and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and can't find it. My stomach gurgles, and now I'm acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We need to get a fire started. Alright, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm stupid. I swore I could have I swore I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We'll figure it out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard can it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. A naked reality TV show star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. I gestured to the trees around us. There's no shortage of that. And some tinder. We can make that work. And then some ancient aliens are supposed to come by and give us some advanced technology. Or renovate our houses, depending on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, moss until we have all the materials we could, conceptually, make a passable looking fire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. Sun's just now setting, a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the tree around us. We have to work quick.
Oh.
I've done it in the past. I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me some moral support, lift my spirits, and we'll make this fire happen. All my days, I can confidently say that I've never known a better Craig. To be a better friend, father, or fire maker. Aw. Actually, now that I think about it, I knew a guy named Craig in high school who ended up getting a job as a professional pyrotechnics operator. I suppose he might have been good at starting a fire, but I bet you're even better than that guy. Oh. No! It was good and then it went sour. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places a glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming my hands. Relax, man. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steaks filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushing ginger over it while basting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. Fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet into dry ramen and eating it straight up. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with a beer instead of milk. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from the distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in a minute and sprinkles some feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven. That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard not to go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job. Now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're
Oh.
down. I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be
Oh
easy.
no.
I have to for my girls. I volunteer at their school, I cook healthy meals for them, I do everything I can to make sure they're safe, happy, and healthy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way.
I don't know.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for the girls. Everything I do is for them. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry.
Oh.
If that's what it takes to raise them, well, then it's worth it. Oh. Ooh. Greg, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too. I do, though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on your too much toast, you know?
Nice.
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else. You matter too.
Oh.
It's just, I know I can provide for my family. And if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Huh.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always this voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I relax, that voice keeps telling me that I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness. Do I, though? Hell yeah, bro. He's so happy. Look at Craig and think about a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. You could see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Ooh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulees?
Oh.
What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows. Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but gooey center is well preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth.
Oh.
Pro move? We used to be able to do that at a great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Greg and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. Stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah,
Huh?
I miss this phantom. Me too. We stay here until it gets late. Half remembering stories from college, we watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. Crawl into the tent and I unfurl my... Oops. Now you're right next to Mom. Ooh. Crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh! Oh no, I must have left it at home. It's all your dude. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here.
Oh.
Are we gonna sleep in the sleeping bag together? Yes, please. No, wait, here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out, so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. Please, roll into him. Yes! Without realizing it, I find myself nestled closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's so hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leaned in first, but suddenly we're kissing. We look at each other again. My heart is racing. Craig. I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro, me too. I run my hands through his hair and down his chest. He brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. You can probably hear my cat rubbing on the microphone. It feels so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile and trace the lines of his hips with my fingers. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. You're a menace. Think I've been doing more than smooching. We got them kisses. Poker buddies, cannon. S class. Yeah!
Just like back in college. I've missed
And now we're at the party. We're gonna skip through this a little quickly because it's the same thing each time. Oh, I think I finally have it set up. Yada 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 yada. Oops.
Ugh.
Alright, let's see. Dramatic, they do the cake. I told you not to make a big deal about it. Everybody's here. She's going for cheese, as always. Brian, you made it. A good mac. She's ate a mac and cheese bar. Daisy. Asking if I settled into the neighborhood nicely. Loving the mac and cheese board. Amanda runs by. It's like, hey, I'm not your teacher anymore. You have no power over me. Good stuff, yep. Robert doesn't want anything to do with me. That's fine for this one. I love Robert so much. Rare, what you thinking, Square? Brer. Star. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close and lowers her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. You're just downplaying your psychic abilities. I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as a third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we gonna be finishing? Each other's sentences. See? Third twin. I have to go. That's cute. Yes, now we get to talk to Craig. Take a seat next to Craig. The sun is setting and everybody seems to have eaten their fill. Bro. This reminds me of the party we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. Don't want to get my hip replaced for a party trick goes wrong. We can leave the keg stand in the past. Craig sighs. You doing okay? Yeah, dude, I'm alright. I just can't hang out too long. Gotta get back home and answer some emails. What happened to relaxing? I am relaxing right now. We're sitting on a bench. Yeah, well, I could be standing. See? Relaxing. Craig, you gotta take better care of yourself. I care about you and I want you to be okay. I appreciate it, but I'm fine. You're a good friend, dude. Good friend. You do you ever wish that maybe we were more than that? Oh, bro. No, but I hate this because we had it so good and like got 2 S classes. And he's the one who was like, "Oh yeah, I really like you" at the end of the camping trip. To be honest, I kind of wondered the same thing, please, but I don't have time for that right now. No, we got friend zoned. I think we're better off as friends. Oh, yeah, I can do friends. Greg hops up. All right, buddy, I gotta get moving. Thanks for inviting me. It's so disappointing. Hang soon. Yeah, that would be nice. He jogs out of the yard. Man. Last guest begins to make their way out of the party. Amanda walks over and sits down. Killer party pops. What can I say? It was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me, why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. It could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Phantom, if you cry again, you're the best, Dad. I love you. I'm crying. Anyways, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. She hands me a tinily wrapped present. Here, wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking all your photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? Figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience in my life. You're a talented, intelligent young woman. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. It's only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda and I wave at the partygoers as they leave. We sit together and watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon. Glad you made some friends. Yeah, I know that maybe not what you were looking for, but these people care about you. I love you, Dad. We'll always have each other. You're right. It's gonna be hard at first, but with the next chapter in our story, and I would be nervous about it, but I know that you're always gonna be looking out for me the same way that I've been looking out for you. Team Figment? Team Figment. Alright, so we got friend zoned, but we did really well, I feel. That was really good. I'm glad that that went super well. Alright. I think that's going to be the end for today. Thank you everybody for joining me. I don't know if anybody is streaming right now who I know. Let's go take a peek. See who's on Twitch right now. We will be back on Friday. I need to figure out what we're playing. Oop, Bo's playing. Alright. We're gonna raid Bo for sure. But, I will be back on Friday. I think, okay, so I'm kind of torn on what I'm gonna do for Friday because I want to try and get my stuff set up so that I can play some of my Switch games. And I'm kind of leaning towards playing either some, oh my gosh, my brain is dying. Some Cult of the Lamb to try to finish it because I'm so close. I know I am. I'm getting there. I haven't played in like a month though, so I'm gonna be really rusty and it's gonna suck fighting bosses. But I am thinking either I'm gonna play some Pokemon, Pokemon Scarlet. I'm gonna play some Cult of the Lamb, or I haven't played any of Pokemon Arceus yet, and I have it. I might start Pokemon Arceus from the beginning. and just kind of stream that. I can't promise I'll stream all of it because I'll probably play it on my off time, but I haven't seen it. I've tried to stay away from it because I did want to play it, but just didn't have as much drive to play it at the beginning. So I'm kind of like, let's see what happens. But I'm figuring out my games. Saturday is not going to be Kingdom Hearts because I'm still having problems with it being like taken down because the music's now on Spotify. So they're like, "Oh, well these are copywritten strikes and we're going to mute all of your audio." And that kind of kills it for me. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to another series until they calm that down, and I'm then going to go back to Kingdom Hearts in a bit. But once again, thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you are having a wonderful evening, and I will see all of you next time. I'm going to throw us on over. It's not working in here, so let me see. Team Daddy. I'm going to try and see if it wants to work here. Now, did it start is the question. I'm going to pop in here. Oh, let's see if it actually worked. Probably going to make some noises in a second. Mute myself. Do it over here. Gonna work now? Please? Please? I swear. Rating hates me at this point. There we go. Nope, nope, that's from last time. Oh my gosh, I'm doing the wrong thing. That makes sense. Alright, we're gonna go raid Bo now. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see all of you guys next time. I will be back on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Keep an eye out on my social medias for my next streams. Bye, everyone!